Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook. At the beginning, you will get a heavy pupil and marry a stunning female emperor. Chapter 1. Kangzhou Continent, Great Xia Empire. In the prince's bedroom, Qin Bei sighed. He just crossed over, and he sighed when he figured out the current situation. He is now the 108th child of Emperor Xia of the Great Xia dynasty, and he has to sigh that the emperor in the world of immortal cultivation is cool. He lives a long time, and his body is still strong, and the 3,000 harem beauties are just a drizzle. His predecessor wanted to prove that he was not a waste prince. Last night, he entered the demonic beasts' mountains alone, but was chased and killed by the demonic beasts on the periphery. He was finally abolished the foundation of his practice, and he has since become a real waste. Fortunately, every prince has a shadow guard, which saves his life. However, the predecessor, which was not taken seriously at first, has now been destroyed by the cultivation base, and the heart's demon exploded in an instant, killing the 20-year-old young man. Qin Bei couldn't help sighing in his heart as he looked at the beauty who was sitting beside his bed wiping tears alone. "Mother concubine," Qin Bei called softly. The woman beside the bed hurriedly turned around to wipe away the tears from the corners of her eyes, and when she turned her head, she was already smiling. "Xiao Bei, you finally woke up, I'll call the imperial doctor." "Mother concubine, no need, I'm fine now, it's just cultivation base." Qin Bei's tone was low, and the problem of cultivation base, even after Qin Bei crossed over, still didn't get better. Pen Fun Library. "It's good to be alive. You must not think about it any longer. You are scared to death for your mother. Don't worry, my mother will definitely find a way to help you recover." Ling Fei said so, but she also knew in her heart that this matter was difficult to handle. "Don't worry, mother-in-law, I won't lose my mind anymore, I will definitely take revenge," Qin Bei said with certainty. "The demonic beasts are dead, and the revenge has been avenged." Ling Fei thought Qin Bei was talking about the demonic beasts. Little did he know that Qin Bei was talking about someone else, but Qin Bei didn't know who he was at the moment. His mother-in-law thought it was an accident, but Qin Bei, who was a detective fan in his previous life, didn't think so. The shadow guard should have been following the prince. Even though Qin Bei was not favored among the princes because talent was not good, the shadow guard was absolutely loyal, so there would be no scorn or embarrassment. Then why did he go alone last night? Is the shadow guard coming so late? None of this. Probably for no reason. However, the shadow guard has been called away by Emperor Xia, and he doesn't know when he will come back. It is estimated that Emperor Xia is also suspicious. Just when Qin Bei was thinking about how to break the current deadlock, a cold voice sounded in his mind. "The krypton gold system finds a suitable owner, is it bound?" Close black lens bracket. System. Qin Bei nodded. The people who traveled through really all had gold finger, and he was not the host he was boarding, but the master, which was very good. Bind. Open black lens bracket ding. The binding is successful, and the owner is welcome to use it. Close black lens bracket. Tell me what's your role. The krypton gold system, as the name suggests, can get krypton gold points as long as you spend money. The common currency in this world is spirit stones, and you can get 1 krypton gold point by spending 1 low-grade spirit stones. Enough krypton gold points can be exchanged for items in the mall, including cultivation base, cultivation technique, cultivation body, law comprehension and all things related to cultivation. Close black lens bracket. Do I still want to give you money? No, the owner can get krypton gold points by spending in life, without giving the system any items. Close black lens bracket. Oh, that's not bad, then hand over the novice gift bag. What Qin Bei said was a matter of course, but the system really did what Qin Bei said. "The novice gift package has been distributed, please receive it from the owner." Close black lens bracket. Qin Bei was thinking about receiving it in his mind, thinking that the novice gift package should at least let him skip a few paragraphs of cultivation base. Now he is only body tempering 7th stage, and it is not an exaggeration to jump directly to chi refining. However, of course, after seeing the prizes of the novice spree, the whole person was stunned. Open black lens bracket newbie pack, double pupils. Close black lens bracket. This is too bold. Double pupils is something Qin Bei is all too familiar with. He remembers the phrase double pupils is invincible. The first time he got double pupils, Chinbei couldn't help but use it. At first glance, the whole world has become different, and some things that were invisible before have nowhere to hide under double pupils. But after seeing his mother-in-law, Chinbei hurriedly retracted his gaze. But now my biggest dilemma is that the foundation has been abolished, and there is no way to cultivate. Think of this. Chinbei began to look for it in the system mall. 1-year cultivation base, 10,000 krypton gold points. Dragon elephant array, 200,000 krypton gold points. Hua Zizi Gong, 99,999,999 krypton gold point. ... The more Chinbei looked at it, the more frightened he became. There are many things in it that are more powerful than those of the Daxia royal family. There are even things that the Daxia royal family could not get. But here in Chinbei, as long as there are enough krypton gold points can be exchanged. Eventually Chinbei found his own target. Reshaping the foundation of cultivation. 20,000 krypton gold points. Chinbei thinks of the small vault left by his predecessor. There are a total of 10,000 low-grade spirit stones and 100 middle-grade spirit stones. And 1 mid-grade spirit stones can be exchanged for 100 low-grade spirit stones, which means that he now has 20,000 low-grade spirit stones. If he spends all of them, he will be able to get 20,000 krypton gold points, just enough to recover by himself. The foundation of cultivation. Thinking of being able to restore his own body, Chinbei couldn't wait to spend money. Mother, I'm fine, I want to go out for a walk. Although Chinbei said that he was all right, Ling Fei still called the imperial doctor. After getting the confirmed news, Ling Fei was relieved. You can't go to the demonic beasts mountains anymore, just hang out in this capital. Mother, there are still some spirit stones here, you can take it, even if you spend it. If you can't be a strong man, then it's better to be a leisure king for a lifetime. Quote. As she spoke, Ling Fei handed Chinbei a Chenkin bag, which contained the spirit stones she had allocated this year. Chinbei wanted to refuse, but looking at Ling Fei's appearance, if he didn't accept these spirit stones, the other party would not be at ease. It just so happened that I needed spirit stones as well. The big deal is that there will be good things in the future. Just think more about your mother and concubine. Wu Guo and the pro-embassy will arrive in 2 days, but remember to return to the palace. Ling Fei asked a few more words. And relatives. Chinbei only remembered that there was such a thing, but it had nothing to do with him. After all, the other party came to kiss the excellent holy maiden of Wu State, and the one who was going to marry the powerful prince of Daxia State. He was at most one, watching a play. Understood, I will stay in the palace these days. Walking out of the room, Chinbei saw for the first time what the Shanqiao Palace was. The splendid appearance of the ancient times and the palace where he was now were simply not the same grade. It is a spectacle and magnificence that cannot be described in words. This scene should only be said in the sky as this palace. Walking down the street, Chinbei could vaguely hear someone talking about him. Have you heard that one of His Majesty's princes was abolished by demonic beasts cultivation base last night? Where is the cultivation base being abolished? It is obviously that the lifeblood has been abolished, and I will not be able to be a man in the future. I heard that this prince, body tempering realm, dared to break through the ferocious beast mountains alone. He really deserves to be His Majesty's child. He has courage. It's a pity, I was brave and reckless, but I still hurt myself in the end. ... Chinbei listened to the most rumored versions around, the black line at one end, especially the one who was rumored to have lost his life. If the other party was not good looking, Chinbei had to let her know what his own life was. How strong. Chinbei walked into a resplendent attic with a sign hanging outside. Daxia Commercial Firm. This firm belongs to the royal family of Daxia, and the prince can get a discount when he comes to buy things. Chinbei must take advantage of this kind of cheapness. The people in the firm were all practitioners. Chinbei entered the VIP room directly, and soon a beautiful woman came to serve Chinbei. Master, do you need anything? The woman is graceful and generous, very attractive. 10 drops of dewdrops in deep snow. Chinbei didn't go around the corner, and directly stated his own goal. Deep snow dewdrops are unique to the snow country in the extremely cold land. This kind of dewdrop will not freeze even in the cold snow country. The biggest use is to improve the insight of cultivators. This dewdrop comprehends the strongest ultimate move of the snow country, the extremely cold stare. Of course, it's just talk, and there are no more than one-handed ones who have truly comprehended. Okay, I'll go get it for you right away. After the woman finished speaking, she went to get what Chinbei needed. Gaze from the extreme cold. I should be able to comprehend it. Chinbei thought silently in his heart. He has double pupils, but his current cultivation base is not enough to show its power, if it is the ability to comprehend the extreme cold gaze, and the two complement each other, and the effect is definitely not as simple as 1 plus 1. Sir, here are the 10 deep snow dewdrops you need, for a total of 50,000 low-grade spirit stones. It's really expensive, Chinbei complained in his heart. 50,000 low-grade spirit stones, this is his 2-year allocation as a prince. Ordinary cultivators may not be able to have so many spirit stones in their lifetime. And so many spirit stones can only be exchanged for 10 drops of deep snow dew. Here are 20,000 low-grade spirit stones and 100 middle-grade spirit stones, you can count them. Chinbei piled up a small bag of spirit stones, and took out his prince token to show his identity. The people's daughter pays tribute to His Royal Highness. Seeing the prince's identity token, the woman hurriedly knelt down and saluted, with a little more respect on her face than before. These staff members all respect the current Emperor Sha, and they are naturally respectful to the descendants of Emperor Sha. This is neither coercion nor temptation, but the charisma of Emperor Sha. Chinbei can be regarded as seeing how much he enjoys his identity in the great Sha Empire. Go out, I need cultivation, no one is allowed to disturb me. Understood. The woman nodded and went out. The VIP room immediately became Chinbei's exclusive cultivation room. System, exchange and reshape the cultivation body once. Open black lens bracket successful exchange. Close black lens bracket. The next moment, Chinbei felt a warmth flowing through his body. He thought it would be very painful, but he didn't expect it to be quite comfortable. The system really felt distressed, and the painful part was omitted for himself. And his abolished cultivation base and cultivation base were restored at this moment. Only then did Chinbei feel the power of a practitioner, even though he was only a practitioner of body tempering realm 7th stage. After restoring the foundation of cultivation, Chinbei no longer hesitated and put all 10 drops of deep snow dew into his eyes. After entering the eyes, it was cold, and the sight became a little clearer. Expensive is also expensive. This effect is really strong. After all 10 drops were used up, around Chinbei's eyes, a faint law floated in the air. This is the law of operation of the cold stare. It is difficult for others to discover this law, even the strong immortals. However, Chinbei, who owns double pupils, quickly discovered it and captured it. When, after this stray rule entered double pupils, a complex rune brand appeared in Chinbei's eyes, and then Chinbei's eyes lit up with a white light, and one wall of the VIP room was directly frozen. Chinbei slowly closed his eyes, the light subsided, and at this moment, he completely understood the extreme cold stare. That's the power of double pupils, something that's hard to see through to others, but it's a lot easier under double pupils. Although I'm still only a realm of body tempering 7th stage, but with this trick, even the cultivator in the foundation establishment period is no problem. Realm points in this world: body tempering, chi refining, foundation establishment, gold core, nascent soul, life and death, transcend tribulation, nirvana, immortal, true immortal, golden immortal, immortal king, quasi-saint, saint. Every realm has a 9th stage. And Chinbei is now confidently jumping a big class to deal with a foundation establishment cultivator. If someone hears this, they will think that Chinbei has lost his mind. Chinbei walked out of the VIP room and was going to buy some other cultivation supplies. Now that the foundation has been restored, the rest is hard work. Of course, it's not hard cultivation, but hard work to make money and spend money. As long as you get enough kryptonite points, you can be invincible in the world. After Chinbei left, a gray-robed figure suddenly appeared in the VIP room. This person is the keeper of this firm, and cultivation base has reached the transcend tribulation level. Is this the power of extreme cold? The gray-robed figure murmured to himself after feeling the wall that Chinbei had frozen just now. Then he grabbed the void, and a file appeared in his hand, which recorded the details of each transaction in detail. The 108th Prince, Qin Bei. Why is this name so familiar? Suddenly, the gray-robed man suddenly realized, and remembered why he was so familiar. Because there are too many rumors about Qin Bei recently. But isn't his foundation abolished? Did he find another way out? Although the gray-robed figure was already in the transcend tribulation realm, he couldn't see through Qin Bei's cultivation base, so he could only think that Qin Bei did not have a cultivation base. And a person without cultivation base, the only possibility to use the power of extreme cold is to realize the extreme cold gaze. I still need to inform your majesty about this matter. A genius who can understand the extreme cold stare cannot be cultivated forever. After that, Qin Bei spent 10,000 spirit stones in the firm, and spent all of his own spirit stones and the spirit stones that Ling Fei gave him. In the end, I got 10,000 krypton gold points, as well as many beauty and beauty medicine pill and cultivation resources. Of course, the medicine pill for beauty and beauty was bought for Ling Fei. After Qin Bei returned to the palace, he entered the cultivation room, and as he returned to the palace, the matter about his understanding of the power of extreme cold in the business was also passed into the ears of Emperor Sha. Inside the Xuanzhang Hall, Sha Huang, who is wearing a majestic imperial robe, is discussing with the minister about the marriage in 2 days. Chenur is still opposed to the matter of marriage, and I don't want to persecute it too much. Let me tell you your opinions. Your Majesty, in the opinion of this minister, since the person who is close to you is the first holy maiden, we in the Great Sha Empire should also give more respect. It is better to let the holy maiden choose. The Minister of Rights bowed and said, "It's not right. So many princes let them choose. What kind of pedigree? It loses the majesty of the Great Sha dynasty." The Ministry of War minister's violent temper immediately came up, and he bluntly retorted, "Then we can't ruin this marriage because of scruples and majesty. This relationship affects the hegemony of the Great Sha dynasty in Kangzhou, and no accident is allowed." Humph, could it be that this holy maiden choice will ruin this marriage? The two can't argue, and each has its own reasons, all for the sake of the dynasty. There are several dynasties, sects, families, etc. in Kangzhou continent, and the strongest are the 3 dynasties. The Great Sha dynasty, the Holy Devil Sovereign dynasty and the Wu Kingdom. The Great Sha dynasty and the Holy Devil Sovereign dynasty both had Saint Realm powerhouses in charge, while Wu Kingdom relied on the unique cultivation method to secure the 3rd position as a quasi-sage. Although the strength is weaker, neither the Great Sha dynasty nor the Holy Devil Sovereign dynasty dared to offend Wu Guo, because once Wu Guo fell to the other side, the party that did not get it would inevitably suffer heavy losses. But now, the Great Sha dynasty has taken the lead. Once the first holy maiden and the other party are successful, it means that the 2 sides are solid allies, and the Holy Devil Sovereign dynasty will be passive. Therefore, Emperor Sha attached great importance to this marriage. Emperor Sha, who was on the throne, saw that his ministers quarreled again because of this, one head and too big. Just then, a father-in-law came to report, "Your Majesty, Mr. Chu from the commercial bank asks to see you." What is he doing here? Sha Huang wondered. Zan. ... Why can see your Majesty. Flat body. Thank you, your Majesty. Your Majesty, I have something important to report. Say, today, His Majesty's 108th Prince came to the firm to buy 10 drops of extremely cold dewdrops, and this prince is likely to comprehend. A cold stare at this magical power. Quote, extremely cold stare. Sha Huang was surprised. Kid Chu, aren't you dreaming? The news that this prince was abolished from the cultivation base last night has spread. His cultivation talent, do you think he may understand the extreme cold gaze? Said the Minister of Rights in disbelief. My lord, since I dare to come, it naturally means that I have solid evidence. Being able to comprehend the extreme cold gaze, doesn't that mean that it is also possible to comprehend that? The Minister of War on the side said excitedly. The one in his mouth is the treasure of the Daxia royal family, the Book of Nothingness. And there are not many in the Great Sha dynasty who can comprehend this. From the past, once you can comprehend the emptiness, as long as you don't fall in the middle, you can at least become a quasi-saint, and if you are strong, you may become a saint. Emperor Sha was the one who became saint after comprehension. Continue to discuss, I'll go take a look. The voice fell, and the figure of Emperor Sha disappeared. Here, after Qin Bei came to the cultivation room, he opened the system store, and finally stopped at one place. True Dragon Blood Essence, 1000 Krypton Gold Drop. System, exchange for 10 drops of True Dragon Blood Essence. Open black lens bracket ding. The exchange is successful, please withdraw. Close black lens bracket. Remaining Krypton Gold points, 10,000. When Blood Essence arrived, Qin Bei could feel the pressure from Blood Essence. There are not many blood essences of this level even in the Great Sha dynasty, but the own system can get one drop for only 1000 Krypton Gold points. If it wasn't for the system stating that the items in the system could not be sold and could only be used by himself, Qin Bei would have sold it directly to make money and then spent it to earn Krypton Gold points. However, obviously, the system does not allow such an infinite nest of dolls. Blood essence is too strong and own realm is too low, so Qin Bei poured a drop into the water and slowly absorbed it. Blood essence entered the body, and the pain came instantly. Gradually, Qin Bei got used to the pain. After the first drop of blood essence was consumed, his cultivation base also successfully entered the body tempering 8th stage from the body tempering 7th stage. Bang! Qin Bei jumped out of the bucket and punched in the air to feel his own power. It should have 60,000 jins of strength. This true dragon blood essence is really a good thing. Ordinary cultivators can only have 50,000 jins of strength when they are in the body tempering 9th stage, but Qin Bei's body tempering 8th stage surpassed this strength. You have a good chance. At this moment, a figure appeared behind Qin Bei, and even Qin Bei, who owned double pupils, didn't notice it at all. And this person is Emperor Sha. My child pays respects to the emperor. Qin Bei hurriedly saluted. The etiquette is waived, such a good blood essence. Just using it like this is really a waste. If you let medicine pill do it for you, the effect will definitely be stronger. Quote. Emperor Sha saw Qin Bei absorb blood essence directly from the real dragon drop. Even if he was in the saint realm, he felt that Qin Bei wasted a bit. Hey, they all need spirit stones for processing. The spirit stones for the kid have been used up. Qin Bei touched the back of his head and said a little embarrassedly. Sha Huang, as a prince, there are many people who are willing to temper you for free. If you don't give spirit stones, it will be different. Then you will have more favors and more karma, and the gains will outweigh the losses, so it is better to settle the account. Qin Bei owns double pupils, and he thinks of karma as a nihilistic thing. Heavy. Emperor Sha looked at Qin Bei in front of him in surprise. Karma. This was something that he only paid attention to after he stepped into the quasi-sage. He didn't expect that among so many excellent princes, the first person to mention karma was the prince whose cultivation base had been abolished. Not only have you recovered the foundation of cultivation, but you have also been able to comprehend the supernatural power of extreme cold staring with the power of the law, and you also know the importance of karma. It seems that you have a good chance after being injured this time. In the world of immortality, every cultivator's chance is the biggest secret, so he wouldn't ask himself what heaven-defying chance this son got. Qin Bei is not surprised, since he dared to understand it in the business, he was ready. He didn't plan to conceal his own cultivation talent, so that he could get more attention by showing himself better, so that he could get more spirit stones and more gold points. The father, I am now among the many princes, is talent a good one? If you can comprehend the emptiness in the future, then you will be able to compete for the crown prince. Although Emperor Sha didn't know why Qin Bei asked himself this question, he still answered. This is too far away. I thought that since I have a good talent, should I add more spirit stones to my allocation this year? Qin Bei said with a smile. Sha Huang, prince resources are allocated according to cultivation base, not according to talent. If you want more cultivation resources, you need to fight for it yourself, not ask for it. Sha Huang said solemnly. Qin Bei, yes, one iron rooster, nothing. But you have realized the extreme cold stare. Now is the time when you need to consolidate the deep snow and dewdrops. I will have people send you 10 drops. No, father, you can just give me spirit stones. I'll just go to the business to buy it myself. Qin Bei said hurriedly. In the end, Qin Bei successfully obtained 30,000 spirit stones from Emperor Sha. Father, where is my shadow guard? Qin Bei thought of the shadow guard who was taken away by Emperor Sha. He's been fired, and he's in the royal forest now. Did the father find out what? Sha Huang was surprised again, looking at Qin Bei like he knew something. Xiao Xuan grabbed some opportunities in the secret realm. After coming out, he will definitely be able to soar into the sky. You are the person he has the best relationship with. If you kill you, it will affect his Dao heart. Sha Huang did not say who did it. Yes, but apart from the people of the Holy Devil Sovereign Dynasty, no one really dares to do such a thing. Qin Bei understands that Qin Zan, who is only 8 years old this year, is Qin Bei's little brother with the same father and mother. The two have an excellent relationship. If something happened to him, the young Qin Zan cultivation would definitely be affected, and it was not impossible for him to fall into Devil Dao. And this is the result the other party wants. Humph, I'm afraid they will also intervene in the marriage this time. Qin Bei's eyes were cold, although he had just passed over, he valued his family very much. This may have been due to the influence of his predecessor. Then what do you think of Hechen? Sha Huang suddenly asked. He was thinking, Wu Guo Holy Maiden is now 18 years old, Qin Bei is 20 years old, they are similar. Although Qin Bei's current cultivation base is much weaker, but with talent and the status of a prince, it is only a matter of time before cultivation base catches up. And relatives. Seeing Emperor Sha like this, Qin Bei seemed to be planning to marry the Holy Maiden of the Wu Kingdom. He suddenly thought of Holy Maiden's dowry, which is said to have millions of spirit stones and many cultivation resources. This, million spirit stones. Isn't it just a million krypton gold points beckoning to yourself? Open black lens bracket ding. Trigger system random tasks. Close black lens bracket. Be engaged to the stunning empress, reward the undead phoenix body. Close black lens bracket. Qin Bei was shocked by the reward of the system. I thought that double pupils was already very good, but I didn't expect that there will be another cultivation body that is hard to come by. Are you trying to push the rhythm of everything horizontally? Wait, marry the stunning queen. Isn't the object of the marriage Holy Maiden? This time, there is a maiden Holy Maiden who is the queen of Wu who chose to rebuild in order to break through the Saint realm. Close black lens bracket. Then who is the current Empress Wu? It's a puppet. Close black lens bracket. Now Qin Bei understands. No wonder it used to be difficult to get a princess to kiss, but now he is suddenly willing to use the first Holy Maiden to kiss. It turned out that the Empress was rebuilt, and Wu Kingdom needed a strong ally. The Great Sha dynasty became the opponent's choice. However, this female emperor must have other purposes to come to the Great Sha dynasty pretending to be a maid. Father, I understand. You mean, for the royal family, I am willing to sacrifice myself and my parents. Quote. Ha ha ha, okay, Holy Maiden will enter the palace in 2 days, you have to be ready. Sha Huang was very happy, but he didn't know it was too early, because the two they wanted to kiss were not the same person at all. Wait a minute, sacrifice, shouldn't this be a good thing? Marrying the first Holy Maiden, in the future, I will need more help to fight for the crown prince. I don't know how many princes want it but can't get it. How did I come to you, but I wronged you? Quote. Sha Huang left, while Qin Bei continued to cultivate. He still has 9 drops of true dragon blood essence, and he's ready to use it all. Pen Fun Library. When all the 9 drops of true dragon blood essence were used up, Qin Bei's cultivation base had already moved to the body tempering 9th stage, and he could make a breakthrough at any time. However, Qin Bei did not intend to make a breakthrough like this. He felt his current strength, which was about 100,000 jin. Although it was about twice as strong as other cultivators, Qin Bei was not satisfied. What he wants is a breakthrough, and every realm has to make a breakthrough. Body tempering realm is the first hurdle for him to break through the extreme. According to records, the strongest body tempering realm is 200,000 jin, which is a record set by a strong person with a special cultivation body. And Qin Bei's goal was even more terrifying. System, exchange all the remaining krypton gold points into true dragon blood essence. Ding, 10 drops of true dragon blood essence has been successfully redeemed. Close black lens bracket. Remaining krypton gold points, 0. Qin Bei resisted the pain and accelerated the absorption. Every drop of true dragon blood essence could bring him tens of thousands of pounds of strength. Under the constant superposition, Qin Bei's strength had reached a terrifying level. Although the true dragon blood essence is good, the more you use it, the weaker the effect will be. It seems that if you want to exceed 200,000 jinns of power, just the true dragon blood essence is not enough. When the strength reaches 200,000 pounds, Qin Bei, who owns double pupils, can sense in advance that the effect of blood essence will be weakened. Since the true dragon blood essence is not good, then come to the spinal cord of the true dragon. The dragon tendon of the true dragon. If it is not possible, let's get a monster core of the true dragon. Qin Bei said that each of these is more powerful than the other, and can be exchanged in the system mall. After a night's rest, Qin Bei went to the business the next day, bought 10 drops of deep snow dewdrops, and returned to the palace. He first uses 10 drops of deep snow dew to enhance his own Arctic gaze. Then start to look at the system mall and choose what you need. True Dragon Spinal Cord, 10,000 krypton gold points. True Dragon Dragon Tendon, 10,000 krypton gold points. System, exchange 2 copies of the True Dragon Spinal Cord. A True Dragon Tendon. Quote, ding, the exchange is successful. Close black lens bracket. Remaining krypton gold points, 0. Qin Bei looked at the 2 large bones and a long white strip that appeared out of thin air, and the saliva from the corner of his mouth couldn't help but flow out. Humph, what kind of coercion does it exude when it's all food? The son of labor and capital, Saint, is afraid that you won't succeed. Qin Bei smashed the dragon energy that was about to gather faintly with a palm. This coercion works on normal people or demonic beasts, but not on him. FK, the big bones need to be stewed in soup to make up for it, and the dragon tendons need to be braised. It's delicious when you think about it. Qin Bei prepared a pot in his backyard, and then began to show his own cooking skills. Sha Huang, who felt the breath of the real dragon, visited him. After discovering Qin Bei's situation, his face in the Yangju palace could not help but twitch. Did this kid get a real dragon? It's too wasteful to use it in the way of cooking. Alas, it seems that he should add some spirit stones as appropriate. Although Emperor Sha also felt that the things of the real dragon were precious, he had no intention of intervening. In other words, he is in a state of indifference to every prince and will not interfere too much with their chances. This kid can actually withstand such a strong force. It seems that there is some special physique that has not been discovered yet. ... Suck it. Qin Bei tried the bone broth and it tasted very good, better than anything he had ever eaten. Things in the immortal world are different. Even my poor cooking skills can make it so delicious. After the bone broth was ready, Qin Bei started making braised dragon tendons. Dinner. Qin Bei's body has strengthened a lot, and now he can absorb these things even if he eats them directly. At most, he feels bloated. Hiccup. A long burp came out. Qin Bei drank the last sip of soup, feeling his round belly and didn't want to move any further. My current strength is probably more than 300,000 kilograms. It is not difficult for body tempering realm to break through to the extreme. Qin Bei muttered. As everyone knows, if others dared to do this, they would have already exploded and died, let alone a breakthrough. But 300,000 pounds is already the limit of my body. If I continue to make up for it, I'm afraid I will explode and die. It is good to have double pupils. Qin Bei can feel his own limit in advance. If you want to break through a million giant power, it seems that you have to wait for the undead phoenix body to get it. Thinking of this, Qin Bei was looking forward to the arrival of the Empress. The next day, noon. Look, the embassy is here. Wow, although I can't see Holy Maiden, the women around here are so pretty. I think Holy Maiden must be even more beautiful. This is the future princess, I can't imagine it. After the marriage, the great Xia dynasty is the absolute hegemon in this Kangzhou continent. There are a lot of people in the embassy, and the center is Holy Maiden's step, and the 4-headed 7th-order demonic beasts comparable to the Transcend Tribulation are pulling the step. Step inside. Wu Guo Holy Maiden and her personal maid looked at the enthusiastic Daxia people outside. Along the way, they have seen too many cities in Daxia, and they have truly seen the power of this generation of Emperor Sha. Even the citizens of marginal cities may never have seen Emperor Sha in their entire lives, but in the mouths of these commoners, they praise the contemporary Emperor Sha and admire Emperor Sha from the bottom of their hearts. Holy Maiden, the people of the great Xia dynasty have arrived. Please remove Holy Maiden from your country. Outsiders are not allowed to enter the palace, even Holy Maiden, who came to be with him, needs to change the steps. Holy Maiden with a white veil stepped out, and the maid beside her also covered her face with a white veil, so she couldn't see her face clearly. However, it is not difficult to guess that they are two stunning beauties from the attractive figure and the small half of the face exposed. It's work. Holy Maiden's voice was as cold as a valley, but it was particularly nice. Please. Inside the palace. Your Majesty has a decree that all princes in the palace will go to the Golden Palace. An oral decree came out from every prince cultivation place, and some princes were called out during closed-door training. I don't know what the father was thinking, but he really asked all our princes to go to the court to meet the Holy Maiden. I heard that Chin Bei's boy suggested to his father, and said that an arranged marriage is unhappy, and that love should go both ways. What's this all about? Why can't I understand a word? I didn't understand either, but I think what Chin Bei said makes sense. Let's go, we are hundreds of years old, we still have to go, and when we're done, we must clean up Chin Bei, who has put out this bad idea. Come on, that kid seems to have a big chance. Father Huang mentioned him several times in the early court. Then I have to take good care of him, otherwise it will be difficult to take care of him when his cultivation base is high. The above conversations all happened to the prince who went to the court. Some of them are hundreds of years old, cultivation base has already become immortal, some have transcended tribulation several times when they are tens years old, and some are jumping around at the age of 3 or 4. Because of Chin Bei, now everyone is going to the court to go on a blind date. Chin Bei, who was also walking on the road, hurriedly avoided. I said in my heart that this place should not stay for a long time. Originally, I thought that there would be beauties for everyone to watch together, but they were not interested in any of them, just like monks. In the hall, all the princes in the palace came. Chin Bei took a general look. There were at least more than 100, and he really admired this old man in his heart. This is just the prince, I don't know how many princesses there are. My son meets the emperor. All the princes knelt down and bowed in unison. Get up. Emperor Sha on the dragon chair waved, and all the princes got up involuntarily. The princes are here, let the envoys of Wu Kingdom come in. Yes, Zan, the envoy of the Wu Kingdom enters the hall. Only Holy Maiden and a few people from official positions in the state of Wu could go to the court, and no one else was qualified to come in. And the empress that Chin Bei was thinking about naturally didn't come in. The mission passed through the ministers and came to the rear of the princes, and then stopped. Mu Jiaoshui pays respects to Emperor Sha. Envoy Huan Ming pays respect to Emperor Sha. Flat body. Your Majesty, I met those who came to congratulate Saint Devil Sovereign on the way here, and they also entered the palace with the embassy. Envoy Huan Ming reported. As soon as these words came out, the hall fell silent. The Holy Devil Sovereign dynasty and the Great Sha dynasty will have a battle sooner or later. It's no wonder that the other party will send someone to congratulate them. Obviously, they are here to cause trouble. Zan, although he knew that the other party was here to make trouble, Emperor Sha still let the other party enter the hall. Declare the Devil Sovereign mission. Soon, one old and one young entered the Great Hall. Huntian greets Emperor Sha. Wu Yu meets Emperor Sha. Emperor Sha waved and the two stood up. Devil Sovereign has a heart. Sol Tien frowned, and in the Holy Devil Sovereign he called everyone his father, the Holy Emperor, and in the mouth of the Sha Huang, he became the Devil Sovereign. Actually, it wasn't my father who asked me to come here, it's because I have an admiration for Holy Maiden, the number 1 in Wu Kingdom, so I want to see what kind of person in Daxia Kingdom is qualified for Holy Maiden to marry. If you don't mind, I want to see seeing how big the gap between us is, it can also motivate myself to practice hard. What Huntian said is already very clear, and he is here to pick things up. Emperor Sha frowned. He had never heard of this soul heaven. Obviously he was not a prince who was valued, and now he dared to bluntly provoke him in his great Sha court. Okay, I agree. Shan Chao is looking at talent's strength. Since everyone else has come to challenge, Daxia can't avoid the war, so that Wu Guo knows that he has not made the wrong choice. After being allowed, Sol Tien brought his own entourage to the side and waited. Your Majesty, can you start signing a soul contract? Envoy Huan Ming asked. The marriage of the Xi'an dynasty is not just verbal talk, the most important part is to sign a soul contract with the relatives. Chenur has made some mistakes in cultivation recently. I promise that the relatives of your country may need to be replaced. Xia Huang himself felt that this reason was too far-fetched. Qin Chen is a famous cultivation genius. If he went wrong, the world would have known it. The smile on the face of the envoy Huan Ming suddenly stopped. What's the situation? Could it be that Da Xia doesn't want to have a kiss? It shouldn't be. The biggest beneficiary of this kiss is Da Xia. It is impossible to take the initiative to break the contract. Huan Ming thought in his heart. Huntian, who had already stepped aside, also frowned. He came here today to challenge Qin Chen, but now he said he wanted to change it. Your Majesty, although I was sent to marry, but before I became the prince's concubine, I was the first holy maiden in Wu Kingdom. If Da Xia is unwilling to marry, let me explain, I will return to Wu Kingdom. Mu Zhaoshui's cold voice sounded. She directly pierced the clumsy lie of Emperor Xia. Holy maiden misunderstood. I attach great importance to the matter of marriage. No, I called all the princes in the palace, just to be able to choose the most suitable candidate. Your Majesty, I chose Prince Qin Chen not because I like him, but because of his outstanding talent, and he will definitely be a candidate for the next generation of Emperor Xia in the future. Mu Zhaoshui said bluntly. Pen Fun Library. FK, this woman is so fierce, she dares to tell the truth. Qin Bei whispered. Xiao Bei, what the FK is me? A prince beside Qin Bei asked curiously. A plant. Xia Huang, who was on the throne, coughed and looked at Qin Bei. Where does this boy take this place? He dared to speak quietly. Holy maiden, these princes are all excellent beings, each of them has the opportunity to become the future emperor of Xia. Chenur's cultivation talent is good, but only with cultivation, he can't become the next generation Xia Huangs. Xia Huang also said bluntly. Mu Zhaoshui frowned. She always obeyed the empress orders. Now that this accident happened, she didn't know what to do. Your Majesty, since Prince Qin Chen is unwilling to marry, I think the matter of marriage should be discussed later. As the head of this envoy, Huan Ming needed him to stand up at this time. Since the great Xia Empire has no sincerity, he also needs to show his attitude. Seeing that things were about to collapse, the Emperor Xia suddenly said, Holy maiden, to tell you the truth, before you came, there was actually one of my princes who adored you, and his talent was not comparable to that. Chenur is so weak, but this prince of mine said that only Holy maiden has an eye for him before he is willing to kiss, so I called all the princes, just to let Holy maiden choose the most eye-catching one. People, if they happen to be selected, this is even more of a story. FK, Qin Bei exclaimed in his heart. Looking at what Emperor Xia meant, it was obvious that he was talking about himself, but he didn't say these words, obviously the old man was talking nonsense. When Emperor Xia said this, I am interested. Just now, she received a voice transmission from the Empress, as long as she chooses a prince with a high enough cultivation talent, she doesn't have to choose Qin Chen. However, talent is not known just by looking at it, so I want to try the princes. I don't know if Emperor Xia would agree. Mu Zhaoshui said respectfully. Of course, Xia Huang readily agreed. At this moment, Sol Tian, who had been standing on the side, knew that his own opportunity had come. Emperor Xia, in this large audience, it is really inappropriate for Holy Maiden to fight in person. Sol Tian would like to communicate with the princes on behalf of Holy Maiden. Holy Maiden willing. Emperor Xia looked at Mu Zhaoshui. Willing. Okay, princes, please stand up if you want to be close. Emperor Xia looked at the princes and stopped at Qin Bei. Obviously he thought that Qin Bei would be the first to come out. He never thought that Qin Bei would be like an old man who had settled down, not even moving. Sol Tian, 20 years old, Foundation Establishment 7th stage, please enlighten me. Sol Tian came to the spacious place and challenged the princes. I thought that the Holy Devil Sovereign would send some powerful characters to make trouble, and co-authored a Foundation Establishment realm. I'm still 20 years old. No wonder I haven't heard of this person. Suddenly lost interest, bored, you go. When all the princes heard that Huntian had signed up, the princes who had good talent suddenly lost interest. Because of this, cultivation base really can't attract their attention. Among the Daxia princes, when they cultivated to the foundation establishment realm at the age of 20, that is the level of the middle reaches, not to mention the arrogance of Qin Chen, the superior ones are out of reach. If nothing else, just Mu Zhaoshui, although only 18 years old now, is already a strong player in the gold core realm. Huntian knows that the cultivation realm is very low, but he thinks that it is difficult to find an opponent in the same realm. Since I'm looking at talent, the battle is naturally with realm, who will fight first. Sha Huang instead became suspicious. Devil Sovereign, no matter how confused. You send a little Luo to losing face. Father, my son is willing to fight. A person standing behind Qin Bei came out. It is good. When the prince walked towards the Queen of Souls, an invisible mask rose up around the two of them. No matter how they fought, nothing would be affected, not even the ground could be destroyed. After all, this is the Golden Palace. Even if the Immortal Dynasty is more open and can fight, it will never allow any damage. Qin Ling, 13 years old, Foundation Establishment 7th Stage, please enlighten me. The two cultivation bases are exactly the same, but at this age you can see who is stronger and who is weaker. Please. Sol Tian smiled and stood with his hands behind his back. The battle between the two was imminent. Holy Maiden, how is my prince? Sha Huang asked with a smile. Although he is young, he is already the Foundation Establishment 7th Stage, and his talent is outstanding. Mu Zhaoshui replied. However, the conversation between the two had just ended, and the two fighting in front had also ended. Assignment. Looking at Sol Tian standing with his hands behind his back, Qin Ling's eyes were full of unwillingness. Because in the confrontation just now, he was defeated before he had time to use his full strength. What happened? I didn't see it clearly, I didn't care about this battle. Many princes were very surprised and didn't know what happened. Only Qin Bei, who just saw the battle clearly. Sol Tian didn't use his powerful magical powers, or even the movement technique, he just gave Qin Li a blow when Qin Ling was charging. This strike is quick, accurate and ruthless, directly defeating Qin Ling. There are also many people who see clearly. This defeat was entirely due to Qin Ling's lack of combat experience, revealing flaws. This is inevitable in the royal family. The cultivation base is high, but the combat experience is lacking. Sha Huang's face was ugly. He didn't expect to lose the first game, and he lost so ugly. What did the envoy of Wu country think? Emperor Sha, forgot to mention, although I only have Foundation Establishment 7th Stage and Cultivation Base, I entered the Sacred Demon Forest when I was 8 years old, and only came out when I was 20. Sol Tian cupped hands said lightly. When he looked at the princes again, his eyes were full of disdain, just like the eyes of the princes when they looked at him just now. Hey, hearing his words, the surrounding area instantly resounded with a breath of cold air. The sound of it came out of the Holy Demon Forest, no wonder it is so strong. Brother Huang, what is the Sacred Demon Forest? You seem to be very concerned about it. Qin Bei looked at the people around him suspiciously. You can't be talent, I don't know this, the Holy Demon Forest is a secret realm facing the Holy Devil Sovereign, and only people below the Foundation Establishment realm can enter, and the spiritual chi is thin and there are many demonic beasts, surpassing the demonic beasts of the Foundation Establishment realm. It's all, let alone 8 years old, even if you go in at the age of 20, it's hard to come out alive. And Devil Sovereign throws some young princes into it every year. The longer you stay, the more rewards you get. Of course, there are many princes who have died. So far, there are no 1,000 or 800. If you can cultivate to the Foundation Establishment realm, then you will be a candidate for the Crown Prince after you come out. So far, only 5 people have been able to cultivate to the Foundation Establishment realm. The last one who came out is on the same level as Qin Chen. Qin Bei now understands that he is a man who pretends to be a pig and eats a tiger. The envoys of Wu Guo who watched the battle were also surprised, but they didn't expect Sol Tian to have such an identity. After learning this news, many princes lost the sense of superiority they had just now. A person who cultivated to the Foundation Establishment realm in the thin land of spiritual chi, and then cultivated to the Foundation Establishment 7th Stage after coming out, this kind of talent is also a top existence among them. It's hard to do this now. No one in the same age group can beat him under the same realm. Qin Zhen, the prince beside Qin Bei, said with a frown. Brother Huang, why don't you go? This. Qin Zhen shook his head. He is much older, naturally more experienced, and understands more things. When it comes to fighting in the same realm, he is considered to be the best among many princes. But he's already a cultivator in the Transcend Tribulation realm, so even if he wins against realm, it's a shameful win. What? No one dared to come up after knowing the news. The great Xia dynasty is like this, let's call Qin Chen, so he can fight against me. At this moment, Sol Tian's edge was revealed. With the identity of the prince of the Holy Devil Sovereign dynasty, he is not afraid to provoke these princes. Soul Heaven knows that as long as he is not stupid enough to provoke the Emperor Xia, he will be absolutely safe in this big Xia kingdom. Humph, all fight. Qin Zhen, 42 years old, third stage of Transcend Tribulation. Qin Zhen finally couldn't bear it any longer. Let's talk about it. It's better than when it is rumored that there is no one opponent of his Daxia prince. After feeling the pressure on Qin Zhen, Sol Tian also looked up. The other party is already in the Transcend Tribulation realm, and there are too many things to comprehend. Please enlighten me. Qin Zhen holds a sword in his hand, and his cultivation base has been suppressed by the Foundation Establishment Realm 7th stage. Please. This time, everyone in the court watched carefully. The two fought for dozens of rounds, and they were not even better than each other. Obviously, the two have a lot of fighting experience. It's over. Qin Zhen pointed at Soul Sky and spoke calmly. He had already tested the opponent's bottom line. He was nothing more than invincible in Foundation Establishment realm. Undoubtedly defeated. And Qin Zhen has such ability. This sword is named Bai Hong. If you can catch it, then I will admit defeat. As soon as these words came out, Qin Zhen's whole body was instantly filled with this sword intent, sword chi condensed, exuding a dazzling white light. He has already comprehended the sword intent and has reached the perfect realm. This sword, even a real gold core cultivator can't bear it, let alone Soul Sky. It's over. Huan Ming, who saw this move, also said. What does Holy Maiden think of this man? Mu Zhaoshui nodded. Strong, but not enough to compare with Qin Chen. Huan Ming understood, but he didn't meet his eyes. Qin Zhen slashed out with one sword, and all the princes were ready to cheer, but the opponent, Sol Tian, showed a strange smile at this time. Roar! Sol Tian suddenly roared like demonic beasts. God and demon body, open! The next moment Huntian was filled with black air, and Huntian's figure had disappeared, replaced by a 3-meter-tall man with long horns on his head, who was as black as a demon. Bai Hong accurately hit Sol Tian's right arm, about to cut off his right arm, but under the black air, Bai Hong's light became weaker and weaker, until finally sword chi disappeared. A drop of black blood flowed out from Sol Tian's shoulder, and then turned into black gas. Obviously, Qin Zhen's this strike hurt him, but it was limited. It's actually a demon body. This time even if it's on the throne. Xia Huang was a little surprised. He never expected that Sol Tian would have such a powerful cultivation body. This god and demon body can be ranked in the top 10 in the cultivation world. It is precisely because the contemporary Devil Sovereign has such a cultivation body that it is qualified to be on a par with the Xia Huang who has comprehended the emptiness. It can be seen that the gods and demons are powerful. Unless the people of the great Xia dynasty understand the emptiness, it is difficult for them to outperform each other in the same realm, not even the current Qin Zhen. Although Qin Zhen has a good talent, he still doesn't understand the emptiness. God and demon body. Mu Zhaoshui frowned slightly. Qin Chen only had hoped to comprehend the emptiness, but there was no conclusion yet, but now there is a genius who is comparable to the Devil Sovereign who comprehends the emptiness. Her heart has been shaken, and she even wants to contact the Empress to discuss whether to terminate this marriage. Now that she is ready to sacrifice her own, it is something she needs to consider with which party can maximize the benefits. Oops, Qin Zhen is not an opponent, it's hard to do this now. A prince beside Qin Bei said. The opponent is already a cultivator, and he can see the current situation very clearly. Qin Zhen's strongest blow failed to defeat the opponent, and the hope of winning is too slim. Is it still too reluctant? Qin Zhen sighed looking at the sword in his hand. Although sword intent is available, Foundation Establishment Realm's cultivation base has no way to exert this strike at all. On the contrary, Sol Tian can play perfectly, and as he comes and goes, he is naturally no longer an opponent. Qin Zhen wanted to admit defeat. He just said that as long as Sol Tian catches his move, he will admit defeat, and it will be futile if he fights. However, before his words were finished, the soul of the sky had already rushed towards him. It hurts me, so I just want to admit defeat and leave the game. Ridiculous. Sol Tian's this strike was fast, precise and ruthless. Unprepared Qin Zhen could only instinctively put the sword in front of him. Sol Tian punched, and before Qin Zhen could continue to react, a crisp voice sounded. Ding! The long sword was shattered by Sol Tian's fist, and the fist finally hit Qin Zhen's right arm steadily. Bang! Qin Zhen, who was hit, flew out more than 10 meters away, coughing up blood at the corner of his mouth, and his right arm was already bloody. Qin Zhen was angry. The other party made a sneak attack while he was not paying attention. It is self-evident how important the right arm is to a sword cultivator. Obviously, Sol Tian wanted to abolish a genius prince in Daxia, and he did it. The right arm that was damaged by the gods and demons needed not only a lot of heavenly and mortal treasures to recover, but most importantly, it would take a long time. The most important thing for a genius is time. If one is not good, it may be difficult for Qin Zhen to become a real powerhouse in his life. For Qin Zhen's anger, Sol Tian just sneered. He did not take advantage of the situation to continue to attack. After all, this is the site of Daxia. Even if I have prepared for it, I don't dare to be too unscrupulous. It is enough to abolish the opponent's hand. Admit. The power of the soul dissipated and the demon body was lifted, but the power of the demon body still remained. Emperor Xia, when I came here, I heard my father say that the great Xia dynasty has been born in large numbers in these years. It seems that the intelligence of our holy devil sovereign dynasty is wrong, and the genius of the great Xia dynasty is nothing but the same. Sol Tian faced Xia Huang on the dragon chair and said indifferently. Xia Huang's face was indifferent, but everyone present knew that Xia Huang must be very angry. How can I not be angry when the entire great Xia dynasty was slapped in the face by a little baby? All the princes looked ugly, not only because of their anger, but also because of Qin Zhen's injury. Brother Huang, how are you? Qin Bei stepped forward to help Qin Zhen back after he was injured. The relationship between the mother and concubine of the two is good, so the relationship between the two is also good. Qin Bei is naturally angry when Qin Zhen is hurt like this. Qin Zhen just shook his head and said nothing. He can feel his own injury, and if he wants to recover completely, the time will definitely not be short. Unexpectedly, he, the prince of the first echelon, would have an accident because of such a thing. Did no one dare to come up to challenge? Huntian looked at the many princes with a smug smile on his face. Holy maiden, it's very important to choose who you want to be with. This is related to your future luck in Wu Kingdom. My holy devil sovereign dynasty is willing to use the same conditions to be with Wu Kingdom. I don't know what holy maiden thinks. Already a little reckless. However, Emperor Xia on the throne could sense that Sol Tian was holding a jade pendant in his hand, which was obviously Devil Sovereign's teleportation jade pendant. It can be seen that although Huntian is arrogant, he is not without brains, always guarding against Xia Huang's anger. This person is too arrogant to openly grab the marriage. Brother Huang, why don't you clean him up and teach this man a lesson for us? Inappropriate. Sol Tian's words directly angered many princes, but most of them could only be angry and did not dare to fight. Qin Zhen has all lost, and very few of these princes can beat Qin Zhen with realm. And the only ones who can win are the princes who are already hundreds of years old. They have already understood the power of some laws. Even if the soul has a magical body, it will not be their opponent. But they are already immortal cultivators. If you fight against a Foundation Establishment realm cultivator, even if you win, Da Xia's face will be more serious when it is spread. Therefore, although the princes who have already entered the immortals are also angry, they have no intention of taking action. Qin Bei looked at Qin Zhen, whose face became more and more ugly. He knew that devilish qi had already entered the body, and Qin Zhen needed immediate treatment. Let me do it. An immortal prince came to Qin Bei to take over Qin Zhen and began to heal his injuries, but he was only able to control his injuries from worsening. To truly recover, he needed a long period of recuperation. At this time, outside the Golden Palace, most of the people from Wu Kingdom waited outside the palace, and the Empress who was a maid was naturally among them. At this time, the Empress Ji Zuyu knew exactly what happened in the Great Hall. Compared to Mu Zhaoshui, who was a little more difficult to choose, she was very clear that no matter how powerful this soul heaven was, Ji Zuyu did not waver. What the Great Xia dynasty gave, the Holy Devil Sovereign dynasty can't give it. Don't hesitate, Xia Huang is kind and generous, but if you have the intention to break the contract, the Wu Kingdom will accept his endless anger. The gain is not worth the loss, and this Great Xia dynasty half of the geniuses are not in the palace. The real strength is not something that a soul can test out. The Empress informed Mu Zhaoshui in the Great Hall through telepathy. Inside the Great Hall, after getting the answer from the Empress, Mu Zhaoshui looked at Sol Tian, Pen Fun Library. Prince Sol Tian is indeed very powerful, but my Wu Guo and Da Xia and their relatives are not something that your Holy Devil Sovereign dynasty can intervene, let alone that your soul heaven can intervene. Mu Zhaoshui's tough attitude made Sol Tian and Wu Yu stunned. Unexpectedly, Sol Tiandu has already shown such talent, and the other party is still so firm. There must be something wrong with it. Emperor Xia, who was on the throne, was relieved to see Mu Zhaoshui so determined. Since the summer, no one in the royal family dared to fight again, so Sol Tian left. Quote, Sol Tian's purpose has been completed, not only slapped Da Xia's face, but also publicizes what happened here in Wu Kingdom. When the time comes for the two countries to marry, the Great Xia dynasty will receive it, and it will also give them enough time for the Holy Devil Sovereign dynasty to implement the Holy Creation plan. Once successful, even if Da Xia and Wu Guo marry, they are not his opponents of the Holy Devil Sovereign dynasty. Seeing that Sol Tian was about to return home, all the princes in the hall were furious. But none of them were sure of defeating Sol Tian, so they could only helplessly watch Sol Tian so arrogant. Why are you leaving in such a hurry? Why don't I try it? Just when Sol Tian was thinking about how to publicize the achievements of this time and compete for fame for himself, a handsome man in the prince came out. It was Qin Bei. Seeing Qin Bei come out, Xia Huang, who was above, finally felt relieved. Although he didn't know Qin Bei's true strength yet, Qin Bei dared to eat the dragon's spinal cord directly. It was too powerful to think about it, and maybe he also possessed a strong physique that he had not discovered. Seeing Qin Bei appearing in the prince's team, everyone was stunned. They all knew what happened to Qin Bei. Even if the rumors got some chance, they wouldn't be strong enough to challenge Sol Tian. But why does Emperor Xia have no intention of stopping it at all? Xiao Bei, don't fool around. Qin Zhen stretched out his hand and blocked Qin Bei's way. Brother, don't worry, I know what to do. Qin Bei smiled slightly and walked out of the line of princes. The gazes of all the princes looking at Qin Bei have changed at this time. Although they know that Qin Bei is not the opponent of Sol Tian, standing up is purely a matter of spirit. But Qin Bei's courage made these princes feel convinced, knowing that he would lose, and he might even lose his future like Qin Zhen. But Qin Bei still dared to challenge. Xiao Bei, it's good to have this heart. Now you are not his opponent, and the challenge will only increase his prestige. Another prince persuaded, but the result was obviously the same. Qin Bei has made up his mind and will not be swayed by others. Everyone else has knocked on the door, and as a member of the royal family, how could it be possible to watch Huntian leave safely? When the ministers saw Qin Bei walking out, surprise was on their faces. On the contrary, they didn't know Qin Bei's holy maiden, and others looked at Qin Bei's eyes with certainty. Sol Tian has shown this kind of strength, and dare to challenge, it is obviously some means. Uncle, you know Daxia better, do you know this prince? Mu Zhaoshui asked Huan Ming, who was looking to the side. Huan Ming took a closer look at Qin Bei. He knew the talents of the Daxia royal family very well, but he had never seen such a number one person before. I don't know, maybe it's the hidden genius of the Daxia royal family, and it has to be exposed today. Huan Ming felt that this explanation was the most reasonable. However, when he heard Qin Bei's self-introduction, he was stunned and couldn't believe what he heard. Sol Tian frowned and looked at Qin Bei, because he found that he couldn't see Qin Bei's cultivation base. Although he is only the cultivation base of the Foundation Establishment realm, he can see through the cultivation base below the Transcend Tribulation. In other words, if Qin did not have special means, then his strength had surpassed the transcend tribulation realm. It seems that the great Shah dynasty still couldn't help sending the prince who entered the immortals. That's fine. If you defeat this person, then my prestige will be completely restored. Huntian thought about becoming famous in one battle. But Qin introduction made him bewildered. In full view, Qin came to the opposite side of Sol Tian, cupped hands. Qin, the 108th prince of the Daxia royal family, 20 years old, body tempering realm 9th stage. Karma. The audience was quiet, and the needle drop could be heard at this time. The faces of the courtiers were strange, but they were all prepared, so they performed well. But the group of people in Wuguo is different. Originally thought it was a hidden genius, but it turned out to be a body tempering realm at the age of 20. Isn't this an inappropriate backing? Where is the hidden genius? Oh, Qin, I see, this person is the prince who was rumored to have lost the foundation of cultivation base, and now he's all right now. Huan Ming whispered beside Mu Zhaoshui. That's interesting. Rumor has it that the deposed prince is fine now, and he dares to challenge him. Maybe this person can give us a different surprise. The corner of Mu Zhaoshui's rare mouth rose, and a smile appeared. Has no one in the Daxia royal family reached this point? To send such a waste out? Could it be that they want to humiliate me? Huntian's face was ugly. He felt that he did not receive the most basic respect of the Daxia royal family. However, as soon as he said these words, an invisible coercion enveloped him, making him breathless. Wu Yu, who had been standing silently by the side, hurried over at this time, and Immortal King's cultivation base instantly burst out to protect Sol Tian. Emperor Sha, Prince Sol Heaven just came out of the sacred demon forest. He doesn't understand the rules. I hope Emperor Sha doesn't blame him. Wu Yu hurriedly bowed and said. Then he looked at Huntian again, apologized to Emperor Sha soon. Wu Yu's palms were already sweating at this time, for fear that Emperor Sha would be angry, he directly killed him. Huntian can say that these princes are waste, but he must not say it in front of Emperor Sha, otherwise this is disrespectful to Saint. Even if Emperor Sha directly takes action, outsiders will not say that Emperor Sha is not, or even that he is Holy Devil Sovereign has nowhere to teach. Seeing that Wu Yu was so nervous, Huntian also understood that he was arrogant and said the wrong thing, and hurriedly knelt down and apologized to Emperor Sha. Huntian lost his words. Please don't blame Sha Huang. Since you don't know the rules, then teach him the rules. If there is a next time, I will ask Devil Sovereign myself. Sha Huang's words suppressed Huntian's arrogance, and told Huntian, you haven't been put in one's eyes by me, only Devil Sovereign deserves my attention. In this way, there is no self-declaration, which is just right. Father, my son wants to sign an agreement with Sol Tian. As long as the battle is not out of the barrier, no one is allowed to interfere. Qin paid no attention to the arrogant Sol Tian. Compared to arrogance, Qin would never lose to anyone. Sha Huang was stunned. Looking at Qin eyes, he seemed to understand something, but he was a little worried. Although Qin is not favored, but he is also his child, and now he has a strong talent, he began to try to care about Qin. Father, my son is confident. Qin knew that the other party was worried when he saw Emperor Sha's eyes, so he said confidently. Okay, I agree. Sha Huang waved his hand, and the matter was settled. They didn't care what Huntian thought during the whole process, this is home field advantage. Wu Yu retreated with an ugly face, leaving Qin and Sol Tian in the barrier. I admire your courage, but courage is courage, but this decision of yours is wrong, because it means that I can do whatever you want with you. How stupid. Sol Tian was suffocating. This kind of agreement actually took effect without his own consent. Anyone who came would be angry. But he was relieved to think that he had absolute certainty over Qin. Quote, since you are competing with Realm, you should be promoted to Foundation Establishment Realm first. Sol Tian said. With so many masters present, it is very simple for Qin, the cultivator of the body tempering realm, to temporarily possess the strength of the Foundation Establishment Realm. No, it's just the Foundation Establishment Realm. My body tempering realm is enough to deal with it. Where else do I need to improve the cultivation base? Qin said indifferently. At this moment, he let everyone see what arrogance is. No matter what your gods and demons are, I still don't want to put in one's eyes, and even challenge you to surpass two big realms. Not everyone has this kind of aura. Xiao Bei is crazy. It's impossible to win with realm, and now you still want to fight over the tier. This. Father has no objection. Let's wait and see. If it really doesn't work, I will take action. Although there is a so-called agreement, this is Da Sha's home court. Of course, it is impossible for these people to watch Qin Bei have an accident like Qin Zhen again. Humph. Arrogant. Since this is the case, then I will suppress realm to body tempering 9th stage. Sol Tian is also an arrogant person. How can he tolerate others pretending to be so coercive in front of him? And whether he suppresses cultivation base himself, or Qin Bei promotes cultivation base, he has an advantage. Stop talking nonsense, let's get started. Qin Bei can't wait to try his own strength. Sol Tian suppressed his own cultivation base on the body tempering realm 9th stage, and didn't even use the demon body when facing Qin Bei. But even so, Sol Tian's physical strength is not comparable to ordinary cultivators. The battle of the body tempering realm doesn't have too many bells and whistles, because many martial skills cannot be used, and at most, the martial skills that enhance the power can be used. Bang! The first punch, the two tried to test the bomb. What everyone expected Qin Bei to fly out did not happen, but Sol Tian was repelled by Qin Bei a few steps. Many princes and envoys of Wu Guo did not expect such a result. I am afraid that this punch already has the strength of 100,000 caddies. Xiao Bei can actually have a small advantage. It seems that Xiao Bei has indeed got a good opportunity. Without the blessing of a strong cultivation body, the body tempering realm 9th stage can have the strength of 100,000 jinns. If Xiao Bei's cultivation talent is stronger, I am afraid that he will be able to catch up with Qin Chen's pace. However, Qin Chen was the body tempering realm who broke through after reaching 200,000 kilograms, so Xiao Bei should also want to do the same. Quote. Now many princes can be considered to know why Qin Bei has the confidence to face Sol Tian. But it's just like this, it's not enough at all. Sol Tian has not used the god and demon body yet. Under the worries of the princes, Huntian looked at Qin Bei with sharp eyes. He only arrived at the body tempering realm 9th stage at the age of 20, but he has such strength, which he did not expect. It seems that I underestimate you, but that's all. The next moment, Sol Tian roared, accompanied by devilish qi, the god and demon body appeared again. It is still a 3-meter-high figure, full of oppression. Although it's just the body tempering 9th stage, I'm now using the god and demon body, which has reached a strength of 150,000 jinns, plus this magic cracking fist. This strike has exceeded 200,000 jinns. It's over. Sol Tian said while charging the magic cracking fist. Weak chicken. Qin Bei shook his head and said something that no one present understood. The next moment, Qin Bei's body flashed instantly and appeared in front of Sol Tian. Now that he knows the opponent's strength, Qin Bei will no longer keep his hands. Although he likes to keep his cards, he will not be mediocre. Magic crack fist. Hun Tian roared and punched out. Two fists, one big and one small, collided in the next moment, and the huge force made a gas explosion sound around. Prepare to shoot. Xiao Bei will definitely not be able to take this punch. He cannot be hurt like this again. Qin Zhen said to his brother Qin Shi next to him. Qin Shi nodded and was ready to catch Qin Bei. Boom. However, the situation on the field once again shocked everyone to drop their jaws. Needless to say, the strength of the soul and sky of the gods and demons has already been used. However, a figure in the field flew upside down at the moment of collision. This person was the Sol Tian in the state of the god and demon. What did Xiao Bei just do? It didn't do anything, it was just an ordinary punch, and I didn't even use the martial skill. Oh, by the way, just now Xiao Bei said a weak chicken that I didn't understand. Could it be some kind of magical spell? Well, it seems so. When it's over, I'll ask Xiao Bei for some advice. Who had been watching the battle carefully, opened her pink mouth slightly after seeing this scene. She felt Qin Bei's power just now. Absolutely more than 200,000 caddies of giant force, and may even reach 250,000 caddies. But Qin Bei did not show any strong cultivation body, which means that Qin Bei broke through the giant force of 200,000 caddies by himself. This kind of power is more powerful than those who rely on special cultivation bodies to break through the extreme. Sure enough, it's a hidden genius. If this soul heaven doesn't appear, my country probably won't know that there is such a genius. Mu Zhaoshui thought. As far as Qin Bei's current strength is concerned, he is already chasing Qin Chen, and it would not be bad if he was a relative. It's just that this person is a little arrogant and doesn't know how to restrain himself, so he is not the best candidate for the next generation of Emperor Sha. Emperor Sha on the dragon chair finally showed a smile, and Qin Bei did not disappoint him. Wu Yu's face was a little ugly. There was no such a genius prince in their information at all, and the Daxia royal family was hiding too deeply. In the field, after Huntian stabilized his figure, his face changed greatly, and his eyes looking at Qin Bei were no longer the same as before. However, only Qin Bei's fist answered him. Soul Tian slammed into each other again, this time more unbearable than the last time. Soul Tian flew upside down more quickly. Seeing that he was about to fly out of the barrier, he still couldn't stabilize his body. Xiaobei is hiding really deep. This time I won. Let's see how the people from the Holy Devil Sovereign Dynasty ruin this marriage. This time Xiaobei has done a great job. In contrast to the prince as Wu Yu. His face became more and more ugly. If Soul Tian lost here, all the plans of the Holy Devil Sovereign Dynasty would be in vain. But looking at Soul Tian like this, there is no hope of victory at all. If Qin Zhen was unable to defeat Huntian, he could still deal with it, but when Huntian was facing Qin Bei, he couldn't even deal with it. Because this is absolute suppression of power. Just when everyone thought that Soul Tian would be kicked out of the barrier and lost the game, an accident happened. Qin Bei, who was standing still, suddenly exerted force, and his body blasted out in the direction of Soul Tian. Good job, make another blow, and this kid Soul Tian will be seriously injured. Everyone thought that Qin Bei was a supplementary blow, but it turned out that Qin Bei stabilized the body that was flying upside down. Prince, Mu Zhaoshui, Hollow Diamond, Wu Yu, Hollow Down Pointing Triangle, asterisk. Only Emperor Sha understood what Qin Bei was doing. Xiaobei, do whatever you want, no matter what happens, there will be your royal father to support you. Emperor Sha on the dragon chair said to Qin Bei. Hearing this, Qin Bei's mouth twitched into a smile. With this smile, Huntian got goosebumps when he saw it. He felt that Qin Bei was the devil, and his devilish chi were like children in front of Qin Bei's eyes. What do you want to do? The soul was frightened, and he was frightened by Qin Bei's eyes. Don't be afraid, I'm just borrowing you something. Qin Bei shot again. You want to kill me? Soul Tian saw Qin Bei's motive, and there was disbelief in his voice. He dared to challenge the Daxia dynasty and even injure the prince, but he never thought of killing the prince, because he knew how serious the consequences would be. You know it too late, you should have thought about it when the agreement was signed. Qin Bei no longer hides it, he just wants the life of the soul. Because there is only one thing that can quickly treat Qin Zhen's injury, and that is the blood essence, the heart of a person with a magical body. Since Soul Tian dared to hurt Qin Zhen, he should have expected such a result. Soul Tian wanted to say, you didn't have my consent to break the agreement, okay. But he no longer dared to be distracted, and he no longer suppressed cultivation base. He knew that if it was just the body tempering realm, he was no match for Qin Bei at all. You said the foundation establishment realm is the same as the body tempering realm, and now I'll let you know how different these two realms are. The cultivation base of foundation establishment 7th stage erupted from Soul Tian's body. No more hesitation, Soul Tian directly used the magical power that the body tempering realm could not use. Holy Devil Finger. Soul Tian pointed out that with the combination of the god and demon body, this strike can easily kill the ordinary gold core cultivator, which is much stronger than Qin Zhen's Bai Hong sword just now. A smug smile appeared on Soul Tian's face. Although this Qin Bei is powerful, he is too arrogant and wants to face his foundation establishment realm with the body tempering realm. Everyone is a genius, and the gap between a small realm is important, let alone two big realms. However, when Huntian looked at Qin Bei, he saw that Qin Bei's eyes were like abyss, and he actually saw two pupils. Then, Qin Bei faced his own holy devil finger and punched out. Then, the strongest blow he had condensed was shattered. How did he know the weakness of my holy demon finger? Sol Tian's pupils shrank, his face full of shock. Pen Fun Library. Qin Bei, this strike seems casual, but it hits the weakness of his holy devil finger. Double pupils. Sol Tian reacted. He knew that he could not be Qin Bei's opponent, but it was too late. He wanted to escape from the barrier with his increased speed, but Qin Bei's look made his body stiffen. Cold stare. This extremely cold gaze with the power of the law is simply not something that Sol Tian can resist. Seeing the rune flashing in Qin Bei's pupils, Mu Zhaoshui was completely stunned. Peerless genius. That was the only word she could think of to describe Qin Bei. What is chasing Qin Chen? If the cultivation speed is good, this can surpass Qin Chen's existence. Is this an extremely cold gaze? Xiao Bei can actually comprehend the magical power with the power of the law. Hey, Xiao Bei is really hiding deep enough. In the barrier, Huntian's escaped figure was frozen, and the next moment Qin Bei came to him. Bang! With a punch, Sol Tian's body flew out, and Qin Bei's figure followed with another punch. Bang! 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 Sol Tian was like a sandbag, beaten to and fro by Qin Bei without any resistance. Sol Tian is too aggrieved now. He originally thought that he would be able to suppress Qin Bei by returning to the Foundation establishment realm. Unexpectedly, after recovering cultivation base, he lost faster. Qin Bei's double pupils coupled with the extreme cold stare made him unable to resist at all. Emperor Sha, we admit defeat. Seeing this, Wu Yu hurriedly said to Emperor Sha on the dragon chair. I admit defeat. Did Sol Tian say he admitted defeat? Why didn't I hear it? Did you hear it? Emperor Sha asked suspiciously. I have never heard the voice of admitting defeat. All the ministers and princes knew what Emperor Sha was thinking, so they replied. Look, haven't you conceded defeat yet? But, hey, the agreement just now has been agreed, and the people outside the field cannot interfere. Let them go, my emperor is very measured. Sha Huang waved his hand to stop Wu Yu from continuing to say. Make it clear, are you arrogant? Then clean up. Qin Bei was punching to the bone in the field. Even if Sol Tian had the body of a god and demon, he couldn't hold the power of 300,000 caddies per punch. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe.